The main push with 427 when it comes to virtual production is quality, efficiency, and ease of use. So that really is what's driving us right now, the ability for filmmakers to get what they want in the moment and not be beholden to some external process that takes away the control and their creativity whilst they're actually making their movie. Unreal Engine has awesome lighting systems, but there are some things when it comes to lighting that you do want to have baked lighting. We want to make sure that all processes are real-time or can happen incredibly quickly.
GPU Lightmass is a new generation of our light baking software. It runs entirely on the GPU, which has been a game changer. Where previously turnaround times might have been a matter of days or even longer, we're aiming for turnaround times of minutes. We want you to be able to run these operations on set with interactive feedback as you're changing the lighting.
So you can get fantastic quality results that look very cinematic in nature without the weight.
Part of making the content photographic is the resolution of the content that the camera sees. By leveraging dual GPU technology, we can actually integrate in GPU texture sharing. And what that allows us to do is take the resolution of the inner frustum, render that content in camera once, and share it to another GPU. And the result of that is that we can push the resolution further for that content in camera, and we can actually create a solution for an entire volume with fewer systems. In certain productions, it may make sense to have two cameras displayed at the same time, which means you need two inner frustums rendered on the LED wall. We can share that workload, increase the resolution for two cameras so that you can still achieve photographic quality if you want to increase to a two-camera shoot. One of the big issues with color is consistency, and it's critical to maintain that detail all the way through the virtual pipeline.
We've been using OCIO color management to help us do that. We can apply different OCIO looks that you might do to footage, but we can also do that inside of Unreal. And so we're able to do that to the viewport. People can get predictive about the way the thing is going to look, and at the same time, when they finally get to the final product, that also looks that same way because they've used the same LUTs.
We've invested a lot in stage tools that help improve our overall efficiency to ensure that the workflow is completely optimized and as efficient as possible.
We developed a tool that we've called Switchboard. It's our stage management tool that's used to ensure that every single one of the devices you see running this LED wall is able to remain in sync, ensure that all the machines start in a healthy base state, launch them simultaneously into a cluster from a single device, and also manage all of the metrics for their health and safety, and ensure that all of the necessary flags and controls that you need can all be monitored seamlessly from a single panel.
Because we have this interactive control of our set, it's really important that we can preserve that information and quickly recall it. And that was really the emphasis behind Level Snapshot.
You're setting up your scene for a take, and you start moving things around. You start changing the light, you change the time of day, and you do your shot, and then you want to move to the next one. But what if you want to go back to that exact same state?
Based on this snapshot that we've taken, we know exactly what we did in that moment to create that scene.
We have a new tool called Stage Monitor, which allows you to monitor for hitches or other notable events that may be occurring on the day, all stamped with time code.
And it's going to assure you that when you take your shots, they're either going to be hitchless, or if there was a hitch, you're going to know exactly when it happened.
We want to enable filmmakers on set to have creative control at their fingertips. So we've developed Remote Control. It's a customizable web interface that connects directly to the Unreal Engine to communicate with parameters, actors, and functions that you specified as an operator.
You can have it on any mobile device. You can have your iPad on set walking around, and you can be controlling the sky. You're changing the illumination on the live action on your set. You can be starting a playback of some animation. You can do anything you want from the palm of your hands. In fact, multiple people can be doing this at the same time. That is the power of remote control.
We're developing tools quicker and quicker, adapting specifically to the needs of filmmakers so that we're able to take the visions and dreams of any aspiring filmmaker, from the biggest names we could possibly imagine to, a film student looking to create their next short film. and execute that in a way that it's accessible to really anybody. And that's extraordinarily exciting.